Now, automatics are definitely gaining traction in the Indian auto industry, be it small cars like hatchbacks, sedans, compact SUVs, or even bigger options. But when it comes to large three-row SUVs with the automatic gearbox, people in the market, the buyers or even ones watching this video, definitely have doubts, misconceptions, myths, or questions. People often ask that a large automatic SUV, is it efficient? Is it fast? Is it fun? Is it feature loaded? Or are there options from the car maker? Options in terms of the versions, the pricing, the fuel type, or the drivetrain type. Now, these definitely are relevant questions, but they are not true. And to prove just that, I have the Mahindra Scorpio top end, the diesel 4x4 automatic, for the last 1 week with me. And trust me, I would love to answer the questions in the right way. No, large automatic SUVs are definitely not slow, not in the case of the Scorpio N. Now, this one is a large, heavy, safe diesel 4x4 automatic SUV, but it also has 170 bhp of power. What does that translate into? Well, the run from 0 to 150 coming up for you guys on your screen. By the way, the run will be done on a yet-to-be-opened stretch of an expressway on which we are right now. So it's closed to the public. It's not open to the public, this particular stretch, and that is where the acceleration run and the drone shots coming up for you guys. So as you saw, this one gets to 150 pretty rapidly. But there is an important factor. Any car can reach good highway speeds, but what about the stability factor, the confidence for the driver? Well, what I have seen in the last couple of days is that it is composed even while changing lanes at triple-digit speeds. Apart from that, what about the low range, the mid-range of the vehicle? Very essential for our daily runs. You are commuting to work or you're in rush hour traffic. Does the gearbox shift down rapidly? Is that torque enough? Is it responsive? Let's find out. Now, outfit performance and high-speed manners is one thing. I'm sure a lot of you want to know about the daily usage experience for the Scorpio N Automatic. Now, in this regard, I would say two things. Let the automatic be in the normal D mode to do what it's meant to do best. Even then, when you want to downshift automatically to closing on a gap, it will do that. Plus, you can take manual charge by having the gear lever on the left side, and then you can change gears manually. It's pretty rapid, as you can see on the screen right now. And also, it's a torque converter, so no heating up issues in summers, in starts of traffic, something that one more type of gearbox is known for. So torque converters in the long run, they are pretty reliable, they are cost effective, and they do not heat up as much as some other gearboxes do. Now, this is the steepest set of road in entire Delhi NCR, and how does the automatic perform? Not even gunning it, going uphill, second gear, going uphill. So the automatic torque converter takes care of all this, plus the torque coming in from the diesel motor at lower RPM, so you don't have to scream the engine out to climb places like this one. Moving on to the second point, automatic large SUVs, are they lazy and boring? Well, not in the case of the Scorpio N. You see, the 4x2 versions, they come with the drive modes, the zip, zap and zoom. So depending upon your needs or your mood, you can be in the zip mode or unleash all the power in the zoom mode. The power, by the way, the Petrol one offers you almost 200 bhp of power. With the 4x4s, you have the terrain mode. So depending upon the situation, snow or sand or grass, you can toggle between all those through a toggle switch rotary dial located inside the cabin. And then you have the 4x4 H and the 4x4 low. The 6-speed torque converter, it is not only calibrated properly for the Scorpio N, it is reliable in the long run and it is peppy and responsive. The main difference between an okay to drive SUV and an enjoyable to drive SUV. Talking of enjoyment, well, once you get used to the SUV for a couple of days, you'll be surprised to see the kind of speeds you can carry into corners and curves, something I did right over here a couple of days back. See for yourself. The next myth I want to bust is about the fuel economy of a heavy automatic SUV. Now in this case, because the diesel version is with me for the last few days, I went for a proper mileage run or a fuel economy run for over 150 kilometers. Remember, this is the diesel 4x4 automatic. So how did the run go? The first step was to visit a fuel pump and fill up the car to the brim. It's a slow process but gives us accurate results at a later stage. Next, the driver info display and the trip meters were reset, and then we set out towards open roads from the heart of Delhi. Because we were in the heart of Delhi, in the morning we got a fair bit of traffic coming in, a fair bit of rush hour traffic coming in, which meant at approximately the 40-50 mark, this was the figure. And then we went towards the open roads of the Mumbai Expressway. I let the Scorpio N stretch its legs. Cruise control at 90 in the 6th gear, AC running, and two of us at the 100-kilometer mark. This was the displayed economy. The drive was going on nicely, and then at the 150 mark, we hit the 16 kmpl factor, 16 kmpl from a large, heavy automatic SUV. A few minutes later, we went down the highway, found a fuel pump, and repeated the same exercise of filling up the diesel till the brim. So this was the distance on the odometer. This was the final fuel the Scorpio took in. And simple calculations, 16.1 kmpl on a genuine basis. This is fabulous for a heavy, long diesel automatic. If this was a 4x2 automatic, the figures could have been higher, and ditto for only a pure highway run. Now, how was the entire run done? The feedback and the experience, the detailed analysis is live on the channel. That economy run is live on the channel. Don't forget to see that as well. Moving on to the next point, point number 4. Now, large SUVs definitely have a large footprint, and this means people often think that these vehicles, automatic large SUVs, are difficult to drive, especially in traffic conditions. Is that true? Well, before I put forward my point to you with experience in the last few days, allow me to welcome someone else into the video. I want to hear it from her, and she happens to be my better half.
She's here. Hello.
Hi. Wow, this is twice the size of my own car.
That's why they call it the big daddy of SUVs. Welcome to the Scorpio N. Try to feel comfortable, seat adjustment and everything.
Okay, let me check it out.
So the top end version of the Scorpio N Automatic gets you powered seats, so it's slightly more easier for anyone who's new to the car to get into a good driving posture or position. Are things better?
Yes, it's not that intimidating as I thought it will be.
So let's do one thing, let's go for a spin. You can see the bonnet easily for the visibility part.
Yes, very much.
Perfect. So let's belt up and let's go for a quick spin. Just want your frank opinion on how the Scorpio feels. So basically, she's a dentist, Dr. Mansi Arora, and her daily run is basically the funky Ignis. It's a small car, and she's getting into the Scorpio or a big vehicle after a long time. Let's see how it goes. Also, usually big SUVs, they come with a hydraulic power steering, which can be on the heavier side, but this one has the proper modern day EPS, is the electric power steering, makes your life slightly easier. This is a congested area. We live in a society in Delhi, so you have congestion with a lot of cars around, but I will leave it up to Mansi on how she thinks the car is performing.
It's so smooth, Bunny. I can't believe it's a diesel SUV.
It is, and it's also available with a 4x4, which I used yesterday. You weren't there, and it's available with the Petrol also for people who want a petrol SUV in places like Delhi NCR. But main thing, Mansi, we are on a very narrow stretch. Just assume there's traffic around, which we will hit in a while. Let me know your opinion.
One thing that I can already make out is that the steering is relatively very effortless.
True. So the benefits of having an EPS also, it's less noisier on a full lock-to-lock. Hydraulic systems always have some noise coming in. That is not the case over here. We are approaching a tight one. It also has a front camera which she can use if she wants, just to make out the space between these cars.
That was nice.
Yeah, so the Big Daddy makes it easier for newbies or shorter people, or whatever you can call it, when they are behind the wheel.
It doesn't actually make me feel shorter anymore. So Bunny, an important factor that I think which makes big SUVs easy to drive is the engine gearbox combination. Plus, I wasn't aware that this torque converter could be so responsive.
Yeah, right, Mansi, you're right about this. Not only the torque converter, but also the torque coming in from the diesel motor at low RPMs. This combination seems to work very well for the big Scorpio. Mansi, also, did you notice the creep mode?
The creep mode is highly effective, I must say.
So, creep mode, guys, basically when you lift off your right foot from the brake pedal without giving any inputs from the accelerator pedal, the car keeps on going forward. That's the amount of torque coming in. I think you saw that inside the Society. Very useful for your start-stop traffic conditions.
Now, the Scorpio N Automatic does not make you compromise on the versions, the features, the fuel type or the budget. Now, let me explain. It is the only automatic SUV in the segment to offer the automatic with a petrol engine or a diesel engine, 4x2 or 4x4. And furthermore, the automatic Scorpio N with the petrol engine can be had in 4 versions. The automatic Scorpio N with the diesel can be had in 7 versions. So basically, there is a Scorpio N Automatic for all kind of buyer needs. Now, before I end the video, a few more bonus points for those looking at buying the Scorpio N Automatic as the next car. Now, apart from all the pointers I spoke about, this one also offers you a lot more. For example, you get best-in-class 5-star safety as per global NCAP. Next on, no matter which version you buy, you also have extra safety aids. Apart from the usual set of airbags and ABS, you also get ESC, HHC, SDC, ventilation for the disc brakes, ISOFIX compatibility and so on. Now, when I got the car a few days back, I had no idea what my experience would turn out to be. But the experience has been so nice, I'm going to go out for a second video to a special location for a special drive. What is the drive all about? Well, you have to wait for a few days for the video to go live. Do subscribe and hit the bell icon, because with the bell icon, you will get the video notification the moment the video goes live. Do you think automatic SUVs are not adventurous enough? Well, yesterday while shooting the Scorpio N around this area, I took it on this narrow trail. You see behind me, it's steep, it's narrow, it's rocky, but this one, see for yourself.